Hello, everyone, and welcome to our today's call about the creative society. I'm happy that everyone could join today, and welcome to our guest, Richard. And today we would like to talk about how we see the creative society, the harmonious society, constructive society. We can also call it the society of happy people, the world where we would like to live, and where we wish all our close and loved ones would also like to live. So I would like to start with asking Richard the first question, first the general one, about just describe in general, how do you see the creative society? How do you see the relationships between people there, the world there, just anything that comes to your mind? Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. It's a good question. We're always, I think, trying to reach in our lives the point or the points which are sounds or look better, in the environment we live in, our communication with other people, and well, there are many, many things. I think without knowing what is bad, we probably want to be able to see what is good. It's probably a good time to understand and observe those things we want to live with. The cleaner nature, people start to develop better, probably, relationships in the families. I'm always trying to see the world only positive way, not very
Mhm.
successful every time, to keep our heads up, noses up, and to try to live the best way we can. For me, that the world which probably doesn't exist in reality today. I believe in God, and okay, for me, God is a nature, is powers that are beyond us, and I think that this is all these things. What is happening is the power of God. Now, creative society. If we talk about, let's say, the relationship between
Mhm.
people, to be better, to be nicer, to be polite, our relationship, our communication with others is very, very, very important thing to keep creating that creative society.
But can you tell us more about how do you imagine it? Sort of, yeah, in a perfect world, maybe we're gonna be like, living like one big family where people help each other, where people are nice to each other, respect each other. Just tell us more about this relationship topics as we touched upon it anyway. So how do you see the relationships between friends and the society in general, between different nations, just among people in the world? Just tell us more about it.
One of the most important things is to see people not probably the way you want to see them, but the way they are. I love colorful people. No matter what kind of people they are, what they do, uh, the type, the hairstyle, whatsoever, they are just so different. And I love them.
Thank you so much. It's very interesting. Maybe girls, you have some questions for our guest?
Yeah, I want to ask just a general level questions in a society. What you can imagine, where is everyone live happily? What do you think? How will looks two spheres? Education. What do you think? How this supposed to be in the happy society?
The way I see here the education, and probably I would think how it could be improved. Let's say
Mhm.
we are here more focused on like material things, on the tactics. But I think the schools and universities lacks a bit of soul training. Okay, um, of relationship between, let's say, students, uh, as in general all people in the society. Yeah, people needs to be educated with injecting more things related to human spirit to understand that uh, there is a world out there, you
Mhm.
know, but it's not about just you know management, business management, oil industries, how to make the monies and so on. The education should teach people to understand our world, the powers we have beyond us. We have to love our planet. So my point about education is, I'm talking about spiritual things. Okay? So this is what I would insert or inject into the.
Yeah, I would totally agree. I think education in any country in the world currently lacks a more holistic approach. As you said, it's more focused on some very specific things, like, let's face it, mostly it's about earning money and how to survive in this materialistic world, in this consumer society. Yeah, but as you said, and I totally agree and support this point, that in a creative society, the education system should include more about self-development of a person, the cognition of the self in different meanings of this word. Yes, more learning more about the nature, about how to build happy relationships. So yeah, it should be more focused on, I don't know, on a happy living, yeah, on a person, on how to be yourself, on how to be happy, and how to live a happy life. Yeah, more in this holistic approach, other than just, yeah, some specific very narrow angle of looking at the world and just like, how can I earn money in my specific profession. And yeah, that brings me to the topic of jobs and professions. And that's another question I'd love to ask you. How do you see the jobs in the creative society? So how will people choose jobs? Yeah, right now we see that many people unfortunately prefer jobs that bring them money and not so much go into what they really love. So for example, that, yeah, so how do you see the jobs choosing, I don't know, yeah, and like in the creative society, maybe people will be able, yeah, to choose the jobs they want in any age, to learn something new, to switch jobs. So just dream with us about anything job related.
People probably should. I wish for them to start to do something that they love the most. There are many people who just do their job without passion.
Thank you so much for your insights here, for such interesting thoughts. We see how we all are so similar in so many ways, and we see how mostly we all dream about the same way and about the same world, the world which we in this project call creative society, and which we're trying to build with all our joint efforts. Thank you so much, everyone, for participation today.
Thank you so much.